Hello everyone, welcome back to the Rubbish Games YouTube channel, where in this video I am going to rank all deaths in Red Dead Redemption 2 of the gang members by how sad they are. This is only going to be in my opinion and will only include the deaths of the people who died during the events of Red Dead 2 and not before or after it. This does include the epilogue, but nothing before chapter 1. Now, that's all out the way, let's get into the video. Before I put on the first one, however, on your screen is about to come up with a list of all deaths in the game. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 yet, if you have the game and you're still playing through it, or you just haven't played it and you will play it soon, I'm going to say right now, there are a lot of major spoilers in this video. And I advise you to play the game first, come back here afterwards, because the game is just too amazing for you to be spoiled for you. So I pray that you click off this video right now, you play the game. I don't care if it takes you 2 entire days to complete the game. Finish the game off, come back, and then you can see my opinion on all of the saddest deaths in order in Red Dead Redemption 2. Anyway, now that we've finished with the disclaimers and the spoiler warnings, on your screen right now is a list of all of the gang members that died during the events of Red Dead Redemption 2. If you finish the game, you'll understand what I'm saying, because I think the least saddest death in the game is really obvious. It's obviously just Micah. I don't even have to say more. That's it. That's number 9 on the list. For number 8 on this list, I have put Molly O'Shea. She doesn't really interact with Arthur much, and she doesn't come with you and Uncle to Valentine, so you never really make friends with her. She's normally just there. Another reason I put her here is because I believe she sort of was part of pushing Dutch to go insane, but she didn't do it willingly, as Micah did. So I'm going to put her at number 8, because we never really get a connection to her. She's just normally there, so there's really no point in her being there, sort of, but she still beats Micah, so there's really no doubt in there where she is. For number 7 on this list, I have put Karen Jones. She was probably the most likable woman in the gang, but we never really know for definite how she died. It is believed that she drank herself to death, but we didn't actually see the death, and it just makes it all the less sad. For number 6 on this list, I have put Kieran Duffy. He is an amazing character, and his death was just so shocking. But the reason he is here specifically on the list is just because the other characters' deaths are just so much more sad. But I really liked Kieran and how he went from O'Driscoll to a sort of gang member, but he was never really accepted into the gang. But the only reason he's on number 6 is because everyone else's deaths were just so much more sad. There was nothing wrong with his death, and Rockstar did it entirely well. For number 5 on this list, I have put Sean McGuire. Now, this one was extremely hard to decide, as I was in a debate between him and someone else on this list. But I have decided to put him here, as his death just happened too quickly and took too long to sink in. He was a very lovable character, and his death was so shocking. But the reason I chose to put him here is because the next person died in a sort of more respectable and more prideful way. Speaking of the next person, number 4 on this list is Miss Grimshaw. Miss Grimshaw had a shocking death, but to be honest, what shocked me a lot more than her death is that Dutch just didn't shoot Micah afterwards. But either way, she died fighting with Arthur on his side. It would have been cool, to be honest, to see Arthur, John and Miss Grimshaw all fighting together. That would have been a great fun, but that didn't happen. I wish it did. But she died fighting on Arthur's side, and we have to respect her for it. It just makes her death even more sad. Number 3 on this list is kind of obvious. It's Lenny. Arthur and Lenny were best pals, and I personally like Lenny a lot, as many other people would too. And I wish he actually spent a lot more time in the game. His death was just so sudden and shocking. I don't even believe it actually happened, but it did, and it was just, I think it really helped Arthur become better. I think his death, Lenny's death, pushed Arthur along with, you know, the disease. Moving on to number 2 on this list is Hosea. Hosea to me was one of the best things in the game, one of the best people in the game, and one of the only things keeping Dutch held together. I found that whenever I went out with Hosea in the game, maybe going out hunting possibly, it would just be calming, and I actually really enjoyed that. And to see him die like that, like the way he did, is just kind of sad, honestly. It left me shocked. My mouth was hanging open. And as you probably guessed, number 1 on this list is Arthur Morgan. One thing that I really like about his death is that he used every last ounce of his strength to make sure John got out alive, and he did it. However, he didn't know when he was dying if John actually made it out alive. He was just preying on his instincts, and it was so sad, depending on what ending you got. For me, I'm going to be talking about the high honor help John ending, because that was, in my head, it was the one that actually happened, and it just, thinking about it now is just, it still hurts a lot, to be honest, and I just can't believe it. But I have to still say thank you to you guys for watching this video, and let me know if you think I'm right, or tell me if there's anything that, you know, you think should be changed about this list. And thank you again, and just remember, if you have any friends who you think would want to play Red Dead Redemption 2, let them know about it, because tell them they won't be wasting their time. But thank you for watching, and I'm not going to push you to like or subscribe, but that would still help me out a lot. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.